Well, here's another video, and today I'm going to talk about a cool subject. I've been getting on to doing this. How can you, let's say there's a zombie apocalypse, or you could be running from the law, or stuff like that. How can you actually make an energy plant out of garbage? Well, there's zombies running around. There's not going to be any electricity. And a lot of times you can't find those big old solar panels. So you're going to have to do something to make the electricity. And I got one way. I'm going to show you one way right now, which I have tested. And I'm going to be talking about a knife technique in this video too. And also going to be talking about growing another food that you can grow along with blueberries. Well, the first of all, this right here is what you call a multimeter. As you can see, it's a multimeter. Now, this is made to check voltage and diode voltage. But right now, I'm going to put this button right there. That is made to check if there's an open current in an electric process. For instance, I've got a wire right here. As you can see, just putting it on like that, it says 1. Well, if I connect it to the wire, you're going to see a reading. I've connected it to a wire, you see? Take a look at that reading. That means this current can go through that wire. That's what that means. Current can go through that wire. Well, I got a different little toy right here. Let's put that same test on this thing. I'm going to put it on. One, two. It says 1. Well, which is a good thing. It means it works. This is what you could consider a diode. These are what diodes look like right here. It's a diode. This is made to let electricity go into one direction. And that's the key what we're going to talk about next. You're going to need this diode to control the electricity where it's coming from. Let's say you got a 12-volt battery. You can use it, a big old 12-volt battery, to collect electricity. And you got a solar panel like this. It's a 1.2 volt solar panel, and you want to charge a 12-volt battery. If you just connect the wires to the solar panel directly to the battery, the solar panel is going to crack up. And here's the key. On the negative side of it, you put this diode in. I forgot which way, but you put this diode in on the negative side. What's going to happen is this diode is going to make the electricity going on in one direction. It's only going to go to the battery. And the battery is not going to put anything back up and damage the solar panel. This is a protection. This allows electricity to go in one direction. So if you get like let's say you're on a run on a zombie apocalypse and you see a yard full of these, collect them. Get a bunch of diodes, collect them. And then you can use them and put all that stuff on the negative side of the battery. For instance, I found this diode on this battery charger in the garbage. And there's actually more in here. There's more diodes in here that you can use. You can actually use the wires right here, off here, for the wiring. You connect to the solar panel itself. So this is a way you can actually make electricity when you're on the run. And a lot of people don't know it, and I actually did a study on it. I actually did a study on a 100 12-volt battery, 100 co-cricket amp 12-volt battery, a lawnmower battery. I was charging it with a 3.2 volt solar panel. That's 1.2. You can connect it both together, it will help it. But the 3.2 volt actually charged the 12-volt battery. And it actually worked. Now let's talk about what you can grow. Let's say you grow a blueberry in a slightly acidic soil. Well, let's say the times change, a little colder weather. You can grow this in the fall in most areas. Put it in the summer in most areas. In slightly acidic soil, so the same soil of blueberries, broccoli, another health food. You can grow that in a sunny spot, just water it good. But what broccoli does, it actually, in men have estrogen and testosterone. And broccoli, in connection with oysters, broccoli can block estrogen in men and free up testosterone. So if you eat those two, that's going to help you build testosterone up and lower your estrogen. So that's a great benefit with that, and you can actually grow it together. Now, here's the self-defense lesson I'm going to give today. In the last video, when I was talking about them double grabbing you like that, well, with this time, if somebody double grabs you like that with their elbows bent, grab their hands, stick their hands right here, as you see. Then you can flop them this way, putting your foot this way, then you kick his face. So, as he grabs you, grab his hands, go like that. It's going to flip him over this way. Then you can kick him in the face. That's a technique you can use. You can grab his hands. Here's another technique. Somebody grabs your hands, double hands, grab his hands this way, go in like this, then you can elbow him. That's another technique you can use. Well, let's say somebody stabs you with a knife. I'm going to show you two techniques of this. If somebody stabs you from the right hand, going like that, X block, right hand on top, go that way, kick his face, step over him, and break his arm. That's the technique I'm going to show you with the knife. So there's 3 techniques you can include with the 10. I'm going to count it up. I might be able to get a yellow belt test soon, so you can actually study all this stuff up. And this stuff, like right here, is actually advanced black belt. It's black belt stuff because you're learning how to live as a playboy, live big on the run, or in a situation where the zombies are attacking. So, and that actually worked. I actually tested that. And I'm going to be getting into different areas where you can actually make electricity and different types of techniques. And I'm personally going to work on a washing machine that you can be made. So I'm presently working on that goal.